Bit of a Foligno Cup on the ice here tonight. Marcus Foligno for the Wild, Nick Foligno for the Blackhawks, both in action, both wearing number 17. Freddie Gaudreau curls in the Blackhawks zone. Towards the net, a couple of tip pucks, and it's in. Minnesota scores. Not quite 2.5 minutes in.
To settle it, and just an unfortunate break for Soderblom. It's one of the first shots on net, might be the first one, and it hits a couple bodies and in. Kaiser's in front. I don't think Soderblom saw this one at all. He had no idea it was in the back of the net until it was too late.
And Addison plays it onto the wing. Kaprizov for Boldy. Puck is popped up in the air, in between the legs of Arvid Soderblom. And finally a whistle. Tyler Johnson back to Nick. Marcus Foligno on the bench for Minnesota. Reichel up to Korchinski. Radish on the wing. Broken up in the slot, and that's Nick Foligno with the shot. And a goal for Chicago.
Saw his brother got on the score sheet and he wanted a piece of it. Great finish right there. Had the stick in the lane, but the pass gets all the way through to Foligno, forces on Marc-Andre Fleury to have to go all the way across his crease, and Foligno top shelf. That's just a perfect shot at the end of a very effective power play for the Blackhawks. I don't think you're going to say too much as a young rookie to him if he says that.
The Bedard line starts the second period as well, matched up against the Hartman line for Minnesota. And a quick wrister from Ryan Donato, making sure.
I think even if you don't get the goals, you want to get the looks, you want to get momentum, and the Hawks have done that. There's just a couple chances that the Hawks can close out. Donato
for Taylor Hall. One-on-one. Hall scores! 2-1 Hawks.
Taylor Hall at the end of a long PK, and Donato does a great job getting a stick on it. You know, it's the lone defender back there, John Merrill. Can't catch up with the speed of Taylor Hall. Backhand right around Marc-Andre Fleury. Beautiful finish. Starts in the D zone with a nice play by Donato.
And as head coach Luke Richardson will tell you, Soderblom's time with the Blackhawks last season coincided with probably the worst stretch of team play for the Blackhawks.
But especially off the rush, just making it more difficult for the Hawks to get in and get inside.
Kaiser over skates the puck. Rossi for Maroon, and Maroon scores. Minnesota ties just inside of 6 minutes to play.
Trying to peel back hard. He does a nice shoulder check right there, but he's on his backhand. If he's on his forehand, he can come all the way around, protect with his left hand, and instead he gets some pretty good forechecking pressure right there. And that's a beautiful pass to Pat Maroon in the high slot. Arvid Soderblom. Well, Kaprizov and Soderblom, he's been all over him tonight. He's made some great...
Taken by Kaprizov after Eric Sinek got tied up with Taylor Hall. They finally just separate. 2-on-2, Eric Sinek in the picture now. Kaprizov for Eric Sinek. Soderblom ready.
Foligno had one, was looking to get the game winner here in OT against his brother.
36 years old, he just signed a 2-year extension in late September. Zuccarello on Soderblom, and he scores.
Soderblom, great job baiting him. He's kind of getting him to go right, and as soon as he drops down, or looks like he's going.
Swing and a miss. Hawks still alive.
Still alive. Just whiffed it. He felt like he had that on the heel of his stick, and it slipped out.
Ice has been tricky tonight for both teams. Lucas Reichel now. Reichel saved by Fleury. And Minnesota wins in a shootout, 3-2.